What's up YouTube, this is Coding for Noobs and welcome to your 17th Java programming tutorial. And in this tutorial we're going to be going over a basic review of function overloading, and I'm also going to introduce you to something called casting. And with casting we can actually convert one data type to another. So real quick, I'm just going to go and open up my Eclipse. And as it's launching, set up my workspace. Alright, so basically, like I said before, what casting is we're going to be able to convert something from like an integer to a double, or a double to an integer. So real quick, we can see that I actually have my overloading stuff here from before. And basically, at the end of this tutorial, we're just going to see how we can have input doubles and still return an integer as our main data type. So real quick, I'm just actually going to delete the code inside of our main method, which, as we all know, is our main entry point of our application. And I'm going to declare our number, say, int num, and I'm not going to set a value, but I'm going to also declare another variable. We're going to call it int dbl equals 3.14. So we're going to call it dbl pi. Oh, sorry, not int. Double pi. So now we have a double, and we've assigned it the value of 3.14, which is pi, and we have an integer called num. When we set num equal to dbl pi, we're going to see that we get an error. And basically what the error is going to say is, hey, wait a minute, a double is not an integer. We can't store a double inside of an integer. So what we have to do is we have to use something called casting. And this is really simple to do this. All you do is inside two parentheses, we add the type that we want to change it to. And what this does is it takes our double, dbl pi, and converts it into an integer. But you're also going to see something when we run this. So real quick, I'm just going to do a system.out.println. Actually, I'll do it down here. System.out.println dbl pi is equal to, and then plus dbl pi, and then we'll do system.out.println num is equal to, and then num. So all we're doing is, after we've done our little casting and we've converted our double to an integer, we're just going to output the value of dbl pi and our number integer, our integer num. And as you can see, what actually happened when we converted to an integer, we actually removed the decimal places. Something that's very important to remember about this is, say we have a number that's like 3.8. Typically in normal math we round it to 4, but all Java does is actually cut off the decimal point, so we're actually not going to have it automatically round. So that's one problem that may occur when you're doing math equations and you're converting stuff. So it might not be that accurate. You might want to use a math function that we might go over later, where you can do something like math.round, but we're not there yet. We haven't gotten to using many different classes and stuff yet. We'll get there soon, actually. But anyways, back to overloading now. So if you recall, we would do stuff like, okay, so we have int num is equal to addition, and then we can have 1 and 2. And what this would do is it would call our function, and our function, it would choose this method or this function block because the parameters match for integer, 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 and there's only 2, not 3 or 1. And all it does is add them together and output them here. So when we run this, we'll have 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. However, say we wanted to have another version of this function, and we're going to call it public static int addition, and instead of taking in integers as the parameters, we want double num1 and double num2. The way we would do this is we would do return, and then we have to cast int num1 plus, and then we cast again num2. And what this is going to do is it's going to convert our doubles to integers before adding them, and then After that's done, it just returns the integer value from the addition. So what we can do here to try this out is we can do like 1.7 and 2.9. And what this is going to do is automatically select our system.out.println double parameter. So instead of using our normal 2-parameter addition function, it's automatically going to select our function with the doubles in the parameters instead of the integers. So when we run this, real quick, we can see that it used our double parameters, and we've added 1 plus 2 instead of using our addition with the integer parameters. This is useful later as well, like I said before, where you're missing certain values or you need certain data types instead, but you still want to return like an integer. You'll see the use of this later when we get into object-oriented program mostly, but for now, this is just something to think about, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions or concerns about methods and functions, let me know, because we're going to be moving a little bit away from them for a while now as we get into some other stuff while coding. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.